Hello everyone, welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. We're continuing our reading of my annotation reviews from the first time I read the full Qur'an. It is helpful as always. I know people get mad about how it's a little bit not modern English, it's a little bit more fanciful English, but I don't mind because I like Shakespeare. So, let's continue, fam. We were in Qasas, Surah 28, picking up where I left off on 85 of my annotation. Okay, and before we get started, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, 85. Verily, he who ordained the Quran for thee will bring thee back to the place of return. The place of return, right? That's again, heaven gets overused in our culture, and when you say heaven, a lot of people get like, heaven, right? Sure, buddy. Especially if they're black-pilled nihilists. But the place of return is a good synonym for it. I really like it. Say, my Lord knows best who it is that brings true guidance and who is in manifest error. 86. And thou hast not expected that the book would be sent to thee except as a mercy from thy Lord. Therefore, lend not thou support in any way to those who reject Allah's message. 87. And let nothing keep thee back from the signs of Allah after they have been revealed to thee. And invite men to thy Lord, and be not of the company of those who join gods with Allah. Okay, so don't let the signs that come to you get wasted. I have seen my own signs, and it's engraven, it's getting there more and more every day. You can feel it, right? But the more you ponder on the signs and think about them, you feel gratitude, and then I feel a sense of strength to withstand them, right? Especially so, at least in my personal opinion. Okay, so now we're in Surah 29, Ankabut, the spider. Alright, this was one of my very intriguing ones when I first came across it. Still is. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Okay, and then number 1, Alif Lam Mim. Do men think that they will be left alone on saying, we believe, and that they will not be tested? You know, that one has come up time and time again, and I actually find comfort in it now. When something bad happens, I don't have the same panic as before. I don't get the same hotness in my face, or the adrenaline, or the prickling under your skin, or the intensity of this, like, right? Now it's like, what do you do? And sometimes I just go like this. It's really cool. And because of this verse, also, sometimes I just feel like, you remember like in Harry Potter when they would touch a port key and they would disappear? Or like, I picture in my head a very high mountaintop in the clouds and me just being there, right? Some people imagine caves, right? Some the deep ocean. Areas of solitude is my point, right? Some have a field with one cabin and a tree, and it's snowy, and it's like evening. Like, everyone has an image of solitude that they bring into their mind that comforts them. And here it's like, I think of this verse and I think of an image, and I think, I can get through this, it's gonna be okay, keep going, forward, endure, this is gonna be alright, this will pass, I'm gonna become stronger. And it's really cool because, like, I look back on when the first time I read this, right, and when it's said back to me, like when Muslims say it back to me, like if I'm going through a difficult time and then they say it back to me, it helps because it's like, you're right, we gotta keep going, right? And the hits feel different. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like if you were walking down a group of people, and each person, in gang initiations, they used to have a court check, where if you messed up, you would stand, you'd walk, and then people get to sock you in the face and kick you as you walk down, and there's someone on each side, right? So, in a different way, in a more healthy, holy way, I feel like life is kind of like that. And it feels even more momentum and adrenaline when I think of it as like where someone's trying to swipe you and you get past it and you keep going towards your maker and you keep going on the good path and you pass a test, and even if you get some scratches along the way, you're still going, just go 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 go, you know. Even if it's a slow climb, if it's a swerve, even if it's down under, you just forward and forward towards getting to your maker, regardless of if it's like forward by going a few steps back and roaming around. Either way, the destination goal is the same. And that is something that I really feel. And I don't look at victimhood anymore. And now I almost, and because of the Quran and because of specifically this verse too, it's like this ayat. You get a sort of like comfort and like, okay, I gotta get smart and I gotta recognize what the maker wants me to do. Right? You can panic and be like, which way to go, left or right? What do you do? And then you really focus on it and you think on it, and you don't wallow in self-pity and look for scapegoats or ask for handouts or say this person's oppressing you, this system's oppressing you. Ugh! No, it's just like, all right, this is my test, I'm gonna pass it, I'm gonna go forward, and we're gonna go onward. And that's a really cool aspect that I like about the Quran, right? We did test those before them, and Allah will certainly know those who are true from those who are false. Exactly, like, you really about it? Okay, prove the testing, right? Prove it. That's really powerful. And it's also cool it's the spider, because whew, the web that you walk on, baby, whew, you don't want to be the fly. 10. Then there are among men such as say, we believe in Allah, but when they suffer affliction in the cause of Allah, they treat men's oppression as if it were the wrath of Allah. Exactly. Now, people have made fun of me at work. Well, I'm not at work now, but I've gotten more comments, right? And some people, I even went to the post office and somebody who was my friend said something kind of rude, like, oh, I didn't recognize you. Like, why you have to say that, you know? It's like, okay, and like sometimes I get a little resentful. Like I did get a little resentful. I was like, I thought you was my friend. You made fun of me for wearing a hijab. But you think that's not that bad. Just keep going, right? Or people will tell me like weird things at the cash register. Like one lady tried to make, like I had a mask that had lobsters on it, and then I had a really nice, pretty pastel brown colored hijab. I made the hijab and the face mask look fashionable. I'm not a fashion lady, but they matched. So I felt, all right, cool, matches. And she made a joke like, did you know there's a religion of the lobster religion? And it was something that, atheists have jokes that they say, one's the flying spaghetti monster, now there's like a lobster one from the TV show Futurama. And she said it to me, and instead of getting angry, I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm like the holy person of your religion. I said something like that to joke. I said a couple things, but I was kind of tense. And I felt embarrassed, right? I was like, man, why does people say stupid things, I didn't want to. And I quickly thought of, it's okay. It's okay. And I got over it, right? So it's like these small little afflictions you can take. We have to remember it's a test from your maker. It's not the wrath of Allah. It's just the ignorance of people. So, again, that to me is something very potent. I'm sure you have other examples as well. What do you think, fam?